standard entrance.
Where's the fucking song at?
Yeah, the song's over, bro. They've already played the song. The song's been playing.
I was watching it about Advent for Destiny 2, so...
What's up, guys? Back here for... What episode are we on now?
Six.
On the 6th podcast, all of our loyal fans have noticed that we haven't been podcasting or playing for 2
at least 5 texts.
What's been going on?
I had six DMs. He had 5 texts. You had 1 Facebook friend request from your friends, from your mum's friend, asking where the podcast have been.
It's true. Oh.
And Janet, here we are.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
That's funny.
There's no thing as a podcast.
What is that such thing as a podcast?
I was listening to them talking and I tried to talk to them.
You just went... There's just thing as a podcast. Yes, we haven't podcasted or played for 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Alongside. There's a very good reason. Well, there isn't a good reason. Is there?
No.
What's this? About what?
It kind of went tits up. So GFO went on holiday. Darn him.
Yeah, I've been on holiday this year. Or last year.
Yeah.
Hello, where'd you go last
We went last year. That's when Juju came about, mate.
Princess Juju.
But yeah.
Yes, so GFO went on holiday.
Yeah, I went away for a week.
And then it kind of, like, I'm guessing you were enjoying it, because I forgot to text you, you were enjoying your time, and you were just having a nice, relaxing time
chilling.
away from everything,
Yeah.
so it wasn't really at the forefront.
Yeah.
And, yeah, we just generally didn't really, I don't know.
I could be asked.
What?
It makes me feel weird when I see myself 10 seconds ago. it makes me feel weird. It makes me feel like that's not me.
It's so we can see the chat, bro.
Yeah, but I want to see me.
Are you serious?
No.
Yeah, right. I'm not getting back up again. I'm up and down like a yo-yo in this joint.
You're up on the fucking screen now. Yes, so we kind of didn't, and then plays. It's difficult because I can't stream because my internet is disgraceful, astounding, barbaric.
I could be asked.
Carr can be asked, and GFA was in Greece, so we haven't for 2 weeks, but we are now smooth sailing.
Back to schedule, back to standard practice. Yep. Every week.
But I'm just hugging this Fanta bottle.
You literally are. But it's like there's fluids invisible, so it's going through.
Yeah, it's some water. Oh, wait, why is it invisible? Oh,
it's got a bit of green.
It'll come up now.
Yellow's got green.
Yeah.
In it.
Oh, bro, alright. I've got a plan. The last time I'm getting up, I swear. There we go.
Right. Okay.
Done.
And we have got good. Done.
Done.
We have got done. We have got good news. Done. We have got good news. Our new project is going to be out by the time this podcast is officially out on SoundCloud. For our 1 viewer on Twitch, it's not out at the moment. Don't get too excited.
That's by the way, 1 viewer.
That's just Carl.
Yeah, it is.
sounds great, guys.
Yeah.
He's like, what's it up?
Oh, shit.
And this is the guy that stars in it. We'll keep spoilers down. He is the guy that stars in it. He is going to be in the credits. He won't be in the credits.
I better be. I'm walking.
I'm suing. So we have got that coming out. We are literally in the finishing stages. GFA has worked around the clock to get it edited and stuff. We had a couple of problems, but we'll go into that. We'll do a video at some point over the next week or so, highlighting problems and why we chose to do certain things and whatnot.
For sure, yeah. 100%. We'll I think we're really going to delve into this project to let you know sort of what issues we came across, what we've learned. Because I feel like as we're creating this content, even though at this very stage as I'm talking, yeah, sure, we're not getting as many views as what we want to in the future, of course not. But at the same time, us learning, we can go back in a year's time and go look at how much we've learned and how other people around us could have learned if we've explained the issues we've had and how we can overcome them. So I think it's really important to show you the process and what we've done and what we're happy with, what we're not.
Yeah, because we were a bit wary because this is our second project. Well, no, because SpongeBob is our second big project.
Yeah, planned, proper project.
And we had such a good idea for it that we didn't want to just go straight into doing it. God, it's like a thug.
He looks like the muscle.
I
So we didn't want to, go into it still as amateurs, which we still are now. But then,
yourself.
It's a pretty good acting.
And go into it,
I forgot the flashback to fucking Troy Frank. I was like, I don't finish till the fucking credits on the fucking comedy.
I don't break character till I do the DVD commentary.
But we did just go fuck it and go ahead. For example, we do have a script that we want to make, but we want to do it really well because it is quite good. So we want to kind of do it when we're ready. Whether it's next or a few videos or 3 years from now.
I don't think it'd be next. I think we'll do the script video, which is a script that Matt wrote, which we have spoke about previously. We won't ruin any of it or mention like spoilerific stuff, but Matt wrote this when he was in uni in America, or studying in America, and his professor loved it and said he should film it. So it's something we've had in the back of our mind pretty much continuously whilst we've been doing this. We will tackle it. It's just a much bigger project than what we've done previously and what we've got planned. This will be the biggest project we work on, at least I reckon, in the next year or so. So what we're going to do is that is going to be something we sort of aim to get out. I would say, in my estimation, I reckon it'll be out sort of first quarter next year. And I think the next video we're going to do is going to be, hopefully, if it's the one that we've been discussing, it'll be a video game, live action video that we want to do. I think that'll be the next one we'll tackle, and then after that we'll jump onto the proper meaty script that we're going to work through. Yeah,
it's good because we've done a horror-ish trailer, now done a music video, and our next one will be like a live action video game. And then the last one will be not the last one, but the next one after will then be an actual short film. So we would have done all the big elements. So that after that,
what about a Christmas special?
Oh yeah.
And there's a Christmas special. We're
gonna try and get into kind of vlogging. Making stories, drawing heavy inspiration from the Sugar Pine 7 lot. But we're gonna go for a more British humour. Think of like Office, but the UK one's better. Done. But yeah, drawing heavy inspiration from that, but trying to put our own twist on it and whatnot. And we're going to go heavy into that when this motherfucker comes back from uni.
If I fail, okay,
you just beat up the professor.
It's just the arm placement.
But it's the head back. Fuck you know.
Pass my fucking hat, bro. I'll hat up with you.
Where the fuck's my hat, bro?
I mean, I'm not sure where I went on holiday. Morning, miss.
Texas.
There's a snake in my boat.
Fuck you know. We got back from Wales a few days ago, so we had a nice relaxing time down there, didn't we?
Yeah, it was quality.
We saw an old friend of ours.
Yeah. Well, he's at uni down there, or over there, or sort of
Someone
western
had more
there.
relaxed time than the others.
Shouts out McLeavy. Someone more relaxed time?
Because I've been thinking.
Oh yeah, Carr downed a gay.
Carr tackled a gay admiral and lost.
You just see the other guy.
He's
in the exact same liquid, but on the floor outside a Chinese shop.
Carr was a shell of a man. He was an absolute shell of a man. He, it was. You know when you get an oyster and you take out the middle. Imagine Carr is like a full oyster, and then all of a sudden it's gone, and then everything just came out of him in one go. It's like he could have stacked it up into like a little snowman made of vomit.
I remember just constantly going.
That's good.
Yeah, it's good. Visualize and attack.
Love your metaphors, bro.
Cheers, bro. Everyone knows it's from a metaphor.
Everyone knows your metaphors. I'm gutted that we didn't watch that before we went. We watched.
Yeah, I didn't even watch it. I got 30 seconds in. I was like,
fell asleep.
Knackered.
But that's just the general chat of what we've been up to and why we haven't been around. I know you've missed us a lot, but we are back now, unfortunately. So
every week.
Moving on to the movie section. I've kind of got the biggest news over the past couple of weeks because obviously it's hard to get things from going back. The Isle of Dogs trailer, the Wes Anderson film, came out. Obviously, it's not a lot. It's a very weird looking film. That's the one we watched in Wales, the dog one.
With
Yes, with the Bryan
Fassbender?
Cranston. No.
no.
Oh, it's in. Oh, he's done something before, hasn't he?
That's in the trailer for It, you donut.
What's the
You know the trailers before It.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender was.
Yeah, he's like the murderer bloke.
Yeah, and the Killer Snowman. I'm talking
That's
about where's the
That's the one with
Isle of Dogs where they're on like
the Fox, Mr. Fantastic Fox.
Yeah, he made them
same cool cartoon sort of thing.
It's that cartoon, art style. We watched it in Wales with the dogs, and they're like on like a scrap heap island because the dogs have taken over the
kid trying to
land.
look for his dog.
Yeah.
I'm the kid, yeah. So that came out. That looks good. I am a fan.
I know what you're talking about.
So that came out. I like the art style. I like to see different films coming out, like different looking, different styles. Fuck off. I guess different styles is the word. For audio listeners, George is just being a complete.
But hang about. All I'm doing is laughing because I can see it repeating over there, and I'm laughing twice.
You're laughing at. You can only see you, so you're laughing at yourself.
And
now you're going to do it fucking again when it comes out, and you're laughing at yourself again.
If you can't laugh at yourself, you can't laugh at others. Am I right?
No.
That's not a saying.
This if you can't laugh, you can't laugh at others' beings.
Yeah. Fucking making shit up again, you all.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm quite interested to see how it goes because I do like different styles. Like obviously you always. That's why I liked, for example, games like Borderlands that went completely out and just went agained the normal.
Yeah, like I think that's the only shell shaded game.
Did you know?
Other than Telltale stuff.
You probably did this, but did you know that it wasn't actually going to be shell shaded?
I did not.
There's actually pictures of him in like HD.
Really?
Yeah.
Did it look weird?
Yeah. Like
weird because that's what we know.
The one of Mordecai. The one of Mordecai. I was gonna get it out back above it. I get paid enough. The one of Mordecai. I said I don't get paid enough, and he went, "You get paid."
Carr's paid. I'm not getting paid.
Carr's like, you're not getting paid. You get paid, and I'm not even in the fucking credits.
He's like, I'm paid to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you paid to be here. No, I drove. He pays for the food. Well, no, he pays for his food.
Yeah. Shouldn't really. He's fucking paying for me.
Oh, fuck.
In time.
But yeah. So sorry, this is a complete tangent from the Wes Anderson film. But yeah, it was actually not going to be shell shaded. It's going to be HD. And there's a picture of like Mordecai looking all like broody Jon Snow looking for some weird reason. But,
pretty cool.
They decided to do it because I don't know why. It must be something around about they wanted to try something else.
Okay.
And it worked.
Yeah, I think they wanted to have like a dynamic and unique art style that they could roll with.
Do you remember when we don't look at the screen like I'm laughing at something on the screen? I'm not you. I don't laugh at random shit. People laughing. I can't even hear. The fucking. Do you remember when we were playing? The pre-sequel. And we tried to play it and we stopped because it was so goddamn buggy.
Yeah.
We literally got like 10 minutes in. Did you ever finish it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys fucking left
me. It was just before you went to America. You wanted to play it because we all love Borderlands so much. We started it, and then it was the buggiest piece of fecal matter we've ever played. And we just was like, oh, do you know what?
Because when I started uni. That's when I literally just started uni.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, do you know what? Swerve this. It doesn't really work. We'll come back to it in a year. Matt then skirted over to America. And we were like, oh, we should play it again, but we should wait for Matt. But then Matt never came on.
Yeah, you fucking didn't. You didn't get let's wait for Matt.
Did we or did we not say let's wait for Matt?
I think someone mentioned it. Yeah.
Exactly.
So someone mentioned it. Oh, should we wait for Matt? And everyone goes, no, come on, guys.
It's after we finished, like, well, we should mention this to Matt.
Yeah, that's fucking true.
Did you say, oh, there's playlists? No,
I did actually before. GFA literally just said it.
No. After we've been fixed the bugs.
Well, no, because I knew you guys played it.
Yeah, you didn't. Right? You asked me, have you played it? I was like, no.
Anyway, so Star Wars finally finished filming as well.
That was still filming?
Yeah, The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
It comes out in 2 months. You're talking horseshit, bro. It comes out in December, bro.
Nah, let me look.
Yeah, the trailer release.
It comes out.
Let me look.
Hang on, wait.
I think we need to do fact checker.
It's alright.
For fuck's sake. Cover me. Talk about shit.
Oh, I'm covering you,
I
bro.
can't see you got rid of the topics.
So Matt's been replaced this week by
who's replacing you? Who's sick?
yeah, look,
Someone could actually some decent facts.
by the
Bro! I swear to God.
dude. It comes out in 2 months. There's no way they've only just finished filming it.
Fucking...
You're talking whole shit.
They've already done the fucking trailer.
Yes, they have finished filming, but they've also finished post-production.
Oh wow!
That's what I meant. Filming, post-production, same shit, different day.
Who's directing
Got
it
a
this
t-shirt.
time?
The guy that did Jurassic World.
Oh.
So basically, it's going to be a love story. Did you see the scene that was cut out
Of Jurassic World.
New.
Did it make it any better?
No.
Well,
they
no,
basically
yeah.
go like, let's cover ourselves in dinosaur shit.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
And then like they coat herself, but obviously she's all in white with heels, and she goes like this. And he's like, yeah, that's not going to do anything. And just slathers it all around her. And
What a
then
pointless scene.
yeah, no shit. But yeah, so I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I know.
I'm a big Star Wars fan. I thought the new one was. It was good when I watched it, but I thought about asking it. They kind of just did the same thing. They just took what they did in the New Hope and just said, "Let's do the same sort of thing."
Wait, you talking about Force Rising or
yeah,
Force
Force
Awakens?
Awakening, yeah.
Or are you talking about?
No, Force Awakening, the one that just came out. It was good when I watched it. I thought it was really good at cinema.
Was
I
it?
really liked it. But I thought when I thought about it, I thought it was just taking the same stuff from New Hope and just sort of doing the same sort of plot and sort of same.
The Force Awakens was literally a carbon copy of number 4 of A New Hope, but it was alright. I enjoyed it because it was just like the next era of films. Like the graphics and the cinematography was a lot better.
Yeah.
But it was the same plot. Like 100%, it was the same plot. I won't disagree with that at all. It was there's a massive planet destroyer. We have to kill it. Let's infiltrate it.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like about it.
Like, go up.
I didn't like the same sort of you've got to blow this place up kind of thing, and they got to infiltrate it.
So
Also, Captain Phasma, they wasted that character.
yeah, she
That
was. Well, she was in it for like. She was in it for. Yeah, it was exactly like Boba Fett. They even had the Boba Fett of A New Hope, or not A New Hope. But he was in number 5.
I was like, yeah, it's really cool.
But
Did he do anything?
no.
Did he do anything? No.
Do I know you?
Do I know him?
Yeah, well, aren't they doing a spin-off or some shit?
Doing a Han Solo
They're
one,
doing a
aren't
Han Solo spin-off, a Boba Fett spin-off, and they've obviously just done the Rogue One spin-off of all the X-Wing fighters. So this year it will be the whatchamacallit, the new Star Wars Episode 8, right? Episode 8, yeah. And then it will be next December. It will be Han Solo spin-off. December after that will be Episode 9, and December after that will be Boba Fett spin-off, I'd imagine. And then they'll probably be like, oh, by the way, Episode 10 comes out next year. We're doing another 3. Or threw that curveball in there, and then it'll be
after telling another 3
Luke
story.
Skywalker's long-distant cousin's son's brother, who actually
They
is
can
the
do a
last
Marvel
Jedi.
and try to build their own universe, like fucking every other thing can try and do now.
Yeah, well, the thing that annoys me most about Star Wars, more than anything, is like it seems like it's other than the fact that Episode 7 was like a carbon copy of Episode 4 with regard to storyline. The overall arcing storyline of there's a kid, they're the chosen one, they're the last one. Like Luke was technically the last Jedi in Episode 6. He was the last one that everyone knew, and now he's the last Jedi again. But then Rey's now technically a Jedi, or she's got she's force sensitive and she'll become a Jedi or whatever. So it just seems like the same thing. I do wish they would kind of change it up a bit and make it a little bit more interesting.
Yeah. We can hope. We can hope.
A New Hope?
No, I'm just going to redo it again and hope it's the same.
Oh, okay.
Oh
Force
shit!
Awakens.
Guess who's in chat?
I can't see.
Pennywise the dancing clown.
Pennywise the Dancing Clown?
Yeah.
Fucking
Your film
hell.
was shit.
Hi there,
was good
Pennywise
for
the
me.
Dancing Clown. Guys,
It's not actually him.
I don't like... How'd you know?
Can you hear that whistling downstairs?
I can hear that whistling for that. It's creepy as fuck.
It's probably Penny or some shit.
Who is it?
I don't know.
Who is it?
It? Who it? What? Did you just
Disrespect.
I thought you went, is it just it?
No, it's fucking shit, bro. I swear we spoke about this the other week. Or it was about 2 weeks ago now.
But beep beep.
Avatar 2 finally begins filming this week.
Oh.
I can't remember what it
Hang
said.
on, whoa. Hasn't he announced that he's doing like 6 new Avatar films and they're all done? I swear that's what you said last time.
No. He's got them all planned out. He was waiting for the perfect time where he can
Film.
So the reason he didn't make Avatar until so late was so that he could get it all as he wanted to. He needed just certain things. He needed certain things that wasn't made.
So you're telling me he needed more VFX?
I'm guessing what he needs is that 4DX cinemas is what he was looking for.
What's he going to do? Chuck some water in your face? Like, what's the... Oh, no, they're running through a forest. Don't take
James Cameron comes to every theatre and goes, "Hi, I'm James Cameron."
I'm James Cameron. It's just bottles of water just running up the aisles. Not... I don't know, right?
Stop dropping loads all over him.
I thought it was so overrated, Avatar. Like, so overrated.
It was the first 3D film I saw, and it was the first one I watched, and I didn't actually get a headache. Like,
to be fair, it was sick. As like an advancement in technology, it was sick. It wasn't a good film.
But I think that's what annoyed me. It was a bit of a
Look what we can do film.
Yeah, it wasn't a good film. It got so much good press just for being a film that did stuff with so much VFX. It wasn't. It's like someone, you know. It's the same thing as if someone did a film of just like a guy taking a huge steaming dump, and it was like really, really cinematic and had good visual effects. I don't know how it happened, but if that was you know what I mean, the storyline was just poo. But it was like, oh, but look at what we can do with this technology. It was meh.
Yeah.
Overrated.
You fucking chaps in...
You flirting with Pennywise, bro.
Pennywise.
You're paid to look at this camera.
You're not paid to flirt with Pennywise, the dancing clown. He gonna fuck you up.
Okay.
No, fuck him.
Well, don't turn your phone off, bro.
Phone is still on.
Okay. This is quite cool because I don't know if I've actually heard of this being used for such a big film. Blade Runner 2049's theatrical cut is actually the director's cut. Normally, first, obviously for smaller films, when you're talking things like, you know, whatever, there's normally, you know, it's probably not a director's cut, but there's no big differences. But when you look at like Batman v Superman, I know you haven't seen the director's cut, but the director's cut actually makes it a good film. Like, not a good film, but it makes it a watchable film. The one before was just absolute.
I love that film. It gets the label a watchable film.
Yeah.
It gets to the level of, yeah, let's do it. So that's quite cool that they allowed the directors to keep everything in and release it.
Yeah, I mean, it's rare that they get to do it. I mean, a lot of the time it's time constraints. It's not, you know, it's not just sort of like...
You're not allowed to do this.
Yeah, but I mean, look at Lord of the Rings. I didn't even know until quite recently that there are not like extended cuts or the director's cuts of Lord of the Rings. I had no idea that, you know, the first one goes from 3 hours to 3 hours 40 minutes. The second one goes from like 3:15 to like something like 4 hours. Like, it literally adds almost an hour into each movie to films that were already ludicrously long. Like, if you were to watch all of the director cuts of the Lord of the Rings, it would take you something ridiculous like 12 hours, like half a day just to watch.
Tom has a whole fucking box set of it, doesn't he? And DVD set.
I think so. I had no idea that existed, and I was like, I can't believe I haven't seen like these director cuts.
I can't even remember any of the Lord of the Rings.
See, I couldn't until a couple of years ago. I thought to myself, I need to watch all these films again because The Hobbit was coming out and I wanted to rewatch all the films. I know I should have done it the other way around, but
a disgraceful film though.
I like the first one. The second one was okay. The last one,
good.
The Desolation of Smaug, the last one was dreadful.
I didn't even see that one.
Don't.
The last one I watched was when the dragon flew out and it flew across.
Second one, yeah. That was.
I thought they were right.
That was like Smaug's house or something. The second one.
Great. The trailer for Tomb Raider came out. Did you watch it?
Shit.
Did you watch it?
Look shit. It looks like a B movie.
The entire song is the same. In fact, it's the entire thing.
Worst movie ever, said Jan the Northman. I think that is. I can't. Sorry, Jan, if I'm reading your name wrong. It's quite far away.
My name's John.
It's Jan the
Northman.
Yeah.
Well, we got fucking Pennywise.
No, Jan _Northman.
Pennywise.
So Jan the Northman. I don't think he wants you to specify the
Pennywise and John. What's the worst film? The Hobbit.
No. I think he's asking us worst film ever. In our opinion, what's the worst movie I've ever
Batman
seen?
Superman.
No. I tell you what.
Suicide Squad.
I tell you what trumps Batman vs Superman.
Suicide Squad.
No. I saw the new Transformers.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Oh my god.
You're giving them press, bro. You're giving them because I want to see it now.
Like,
is it the night one with is that England or something?
Yeah.
Stonehenge.
Okay, so let me. The cinematography, as always.
Is the Queen the fucking Transformer?
No, that'd be fucking awesome.
Well, I'm surprised.
Where are my corgis?
It turns into a fucking horse and carriage. Turns into a horse and carriage.
No, I can't stress how bad this film was. The storyline wasn't awful. It wasn't awful. It wasn't great. But it wasn't the worst part about this film. For once, the Transformers film had an okay-ish story. The acting was pretty dog. The cinematography, as always, brilliant because, or not the cinematography, but the explosions and the visual effects, always pretty damn good because it's Michael Bay. But my goodness, the editing of that film. They could not hold on to a scene for more than 30 seconds. It got so confusing. It was like, "Hi, my name's Jeff. I really like Transformers," and then it would cut, and then you're with the president. The president's like, "Damn, these Transformers are getting fierce." Cut. Optimus Prime. "Oh, where's my makers?" Cut. It was that quick. So it was like watching. It was like watching a trailer. You know, we always say like Suicide Squad was like parts of it was like a trailer because they cut and they couldn't hold on to a scene. There was no substance. It was exactly like that. It was awful. And I've seen some awful films in my time, but I've actually enjoyed them. Like me and Carr watched a film quite recently where the premise is people just disappear. I can't remember what the film was called now. It was a horror film. People, if people, what was it? If people shut their eyes, they disappear.
It's called Blink, I think it was something.
Don't blink.
No, it might be nice.
Yeah, I think it was called Don't Blink. And if people that blinked, they disappeared. So you had to stay awake. You couldn't go to sleep. If you shut your eyes, you just disappear. And like,
What? So, but you can blink like this.
you can blink like this. But if you shut your eyes for too long, in the dark, or if you can't see, if you physically cannot see, you just disappear.
It wasn't that. It was weird. It was like, wasn't that because sometimes where someone you thought that stop. You thought
Have you ever watched it where you want him so bad you do anything?
Yeah, I was going to exaggerate. No,
it wasn't like that. That's all.
I'm trying to explain. Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to explain. So it's like it wasn't that if they don't blink. It was just random things that if someone wasn't watching them or something, they'll disappear. But then, like, but sometimes you'd think they'd disappear, but it wouldn't, or it was just really weird.
If someone couldn't see you could disappear.
Sometimes, yeah, it was really weird. They didn't explain why.
Yeah.
So then you just sleep in like.
No, they did that
you can't
once.
Sleep,
some
if everyone's closing their eyes, no one's watching.
No, you stay awake while we sleep.
But then who's watching you?
Oh, that's a good. That ain't a bad film.
No. The film.
Should we remake it?
Yeah.
MAViSMITH does the disappearance of people who can't shut their eyes.
No, the film was actually quite good, and we were saying the whole way through we were trying to think of what it could be, and it's really enjoyable.
We knew it had 1-star review. We were thinking, why is it so bad? Really good. Then George said, I was like, it's because they don't explain why it actually happens to him.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, fuck.
We got to the last 10 minutes, and we were sitting there going, why has this got 1 out of 5 stars? It's actually really quite enjoyable. Like I thoroughly enjoyed the whole film. And then all of a sudden, the film just ended, and not at any point did they explain why people were disappearing, what was happening. It was like left open to the audience to make their decision as to what.
It's basically a lazy way of saying we couldn't think of a good thing.
You haven't seen Fantastic Four?
Oh, true. I have not seen Fan Four Stick, so I can't.
Fan Four Stick has no third act. It goes first act, second act,
end.
The film was directed.
Don't they fight Dr. Doom at the
but he looks like a fucking testicle.
What's
he looks like a testicle and veins are green.
He looks like a gimp. I didn't look like a gimp mask. Like all green, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a fucking abysmal film. The guy who plays The Rock, I can't remember his name.
Dwayne Johnson.
I mean, fuck.
Every time. Yes, I mean The Thing, not The Rock. He came out and said, "What?"
I made myself laugh.
Don't worry, you probably repeat yourself when you make yourself laugh.
What's that guy laughing about? It's pretty funny.
What was I going to say? Yeah. The guy who plays The Thing said he didn't like the film. Ooh. And then, obviously you'd be lying if you said you did. And then Miles Teller said that he thought there was quite a few mistakes.
Jan the Northman said, just watched
They Come at Night,
a pile of dump. What's They Come at Night?
I think I've heard of it.
Seen it?
I think I've heard of it.
Is it out in the cinema now?
No, I think it's an old film. It's an old horror film, I think.
We do love a bad horror film. If there's a horror film that is just awful, at some point we will watch it just because it's. If you haven't seen there's a really bad horror film that I think you'll like. Don't know why I'm saying you'll like it. Called Exists, Not sure if you've seen it. It's all about like found footage kind of
Yeah.
thing, like on GoPros and
Oh.
like little handheld cameras, and it's about Bigfoot. It's about Sasquatches in the woods. If you haven't seen it, it's called Exists. Honestly, go and give it a watch. It is hilarious. It is so bad, it's funny, but it's also a horror film. And we're suckers for crappy horror films because they're always quite enjoyable to sit through. So, is it come out?
Sorry, do you mean They Come at Night or It Comes at Night? Because It Comes at Night came out this month. I think it came out this month.
2017.
But it's nothing like the trailer. Apparently, it's a completely different film.
Right.
I remember reading about it online. It was like people were like, the trailer's a complete lie. It's nothing like what the trailer is.
Not even a horror film, it's like a comedy or something.
They don't even come at night.
Come on.
They come during dawn.
Everyone's like waiting at night for it, and they come at dawn. They're like, fuck.
It
Okay.
doesn't specify what comes. It could be like people, neighbours.
Neighbours. Neighbours. What, the TV show or just general
Deliver-
neighbours?
You
Delivery
said
people.
no one came.
Sounds like
You and me both, brother.
Sounds like George's
Club nights.
You and me both, brother.
Me both, brother. Wait, which George, bitch? Damn right. Start sweating.
Say
Yeah.
Sean.
Again.
Say it's Sean.
What?
That's why he said it's Sean, bitch.
I said, which one, bitch?
Oh.
You know. Anyways, moving on. We actually, I feel like we don't see films, but when we do, we see them in like bunches. We didn't see
Movies.
any films. Then we saw Alien, and that's god awful. And then we saw Spider-Man,
Alien Call.
and then we didn't see a film for ages. And then we saw Kingsman and It.
Kingsman.
Kingsman.
Kingsman, you're right.
King's Baby Driver.
Kingsman.
Yeah, I feel
So
like.
I went to see Bye Driver.
Bye bye.
Bye. First of all, let's start with we saw It first. Let's start off with It. What do you think?
I loved it. Oh, I hate it because you can't talk about it without saying the word it.
About what?
Can we refer to it as like IT?
It's
rather
called
than
It. It's called It.
No, because that's really annoying.
It was not known for me. I thought it was alright.
I really enjoyed the film It. I thought it was brilliant. I thought it really played good like homage to the original It film movie.
I haven't seen the original.
We watched the originals. Carl.
I watched it as me and my brother watched it as a kid, and we were fucking shit up. And then these guys came to my house. I was like, "You got to watch this film."
And
It's
we
fucking
loved
scary.
it. It was
But because we were quite old. Because we were quite old when we watched it. When I watched it again with these guys, because it had Tim Curry, and it was sort of the. As a kid, it'd be really scary, but when we watched it now, it was hilarious on the stuff. And there's some bits were creepy.
I just have the
funny.
image of all you going home and all your mum's going, you can't go round George Carr's house because he just shows you horror.
No, it was about. Well, I don't know. It must have been about
my fucking
16. I think when we watched it again. I watched it when I was about fucking 10 or something. When the DVD could come out. So wait, I had a DVD. And there's those really old DVDs where it had two sides on the disc sort of thing. It was one of those ones. It was two parts. It was
It's a big film, though, isn't it?
yeah.
So no, it was a TV series. It was put into a two-part TV series.
But it was so good, and
If
the
not, yeah.
originals were great. And so when we saw the new one, I had quite high hopes because I really enjoyed the old one, and obviously Stephen King's brilliant. So when we went to see this one, I had high hopes, and I was not disappointed at all. There were some of the characters I didn't quite like, I guess.
What, in It?
Yeah, I liked Richie, but I thought he was too much in your face. Is Richie the one from Stranger Things?
He's like a lovable arsehole, yeah.
He's supposed to be.
I get that.
But
I
think
get
of
that.
like Robbie. He's the carbon copy of Rob.
He is,
And
I get
everyone
that.
who's like that is like that. Like,
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it's like it was a bit too much.
But that's what Richie was supposed to be like. He's supposed to be like that sort of annoying. It gets better when he's older. I'm pretty sure. He gets like more. Goes more into his comedy.
Yeah.
But
to be fair, yeah, I didn't like the Jewish guy.
I thought, if I'm honest,
Stanley. Richie was Jewish as well. Richie's Jewish as well.
I think Stanley, the kid who played Stanley, and I don't like saying people were bad actors because who am I to judge realistically?
Yeah, you can
But
judge for that.
He is the only kid in that film that I thought was a bad actor. Like, for some reason, whenever the scenes were like based on him or he had to say something, his facial expressions were just like, "No, don't go down there." There was no
He
emotion.
wasn't in it a lot, so maybe it was the fact that you hadn't seen him enough and then he just kind of dropped in a couple of one-liners every now and again, and he was played as that.
He was supposed to be more of a like wuss sort of thing, like really scared sort of thing.
He just didn't seem to have any substance to him. He was just odd. It was like every time he had a line, he sort of stood there and was like, it's just really emotionless. And I don't know if that was like part of the direction or if he just wasn't a great actor. And that sounds again, I don't like saying it's quite horrible to say, especially someone that young, because you think, they've got to mature. But you look at
GFA from London doesn't like it.
Yeah, exactly. No, but you know,
Story
you don't
of the world,
like
kid.
slating people when you don't really know what you're talking about. Because I'm not a bloody actor.
You're
but,
not?
No.
Dude, you ran up those stairs. Spoiler alert. You ran up those stairs pretty.
Yeah.
Just trying to get yeah, I thought it was a good film. Sorry, Karen.
No, I'm done.
Was you done?
No, I'm done. But I really thought this. Isn't it?
Get a room ready.
Car's arm moves just slightly over.
He's like, come here.
No, he went the other way, didn't he?
Yeah, go away.
Um,
We're trying to make a move.
I liked it because it was creepy. Like, I was speaking to Jake last night. First of all, he didn't think that the library woman
Absolutely was staring at him.
I even got the movie up on a cam copy
and showed him.
and showed it to him. But obviously, he's like, yeah, but she's looking down. It's a cam copy.
She was
You
like,
can't see it.
I was watching
And then
it.
the balloon is where she is, and it goes,
Yeah.
and she's sitting down in the corner.
I was Matt. Like we was in the cinema. I was going, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
She's it.
Yeah.
And then we went, every time, but it's back to turn to her. He wasn't watching her. And then I was like, come on. I don't look like a dick now because he's got to show it. And it sort of did, but they didn't actually go into it. And I thought, yeah.
Well, because you had a bit where she was like at the bookshelf.
Yeah, she was standing looking at it.
And then all of a sudden she was like, and you could see like she was like smiling, looking down a little bit, and had that kind of
Yeah, she ain't gonna go like this, is
look.
she? She's like this, yeah.
Yeah, it was. That got me the chills.
But I was saying, when I see films like Insidious and Conjuring and stuff like that, it's jumpy. But when I leave the cinema, I'm completely fucking fine because it's not
That's the thing I was because I watched one guy's review of it, and he said along the lines of, okay, the guy hates clowns. Or his two guys went to it, one of the guys hates clowns. He goes, well, he goes, it wasn't that scary, like. And I think, and it's like, because it did make me jump or anything. I was like, well, yeah, because it's different in the fact that it's not like jump. Well, how they do jump scares? It seems really lazy when you just get someone a loud noise and something pop out.
Yeah,
It's easy to scare, but it's supposed to be, like I said, it's supposed to be like a psychological thriller sort of thing. Like it makes you think, like makes you creep you out kind of thing. It's supposed to make you look weird. It shouldn't just be in your face like a big fucking flash of lightning and a fucking guy appears and he's gone. That's boring. Anyone could do that. Anyone can make a jump scare kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like you've got to get atmosphere,
well, that's
visual effects. How the bit when he gets out of the fucking fridge.
Yeah.
They said that was the first bit
Yeah.
the kids actually, when they saw him, because they didn't see him, did they?
yeah, and they kept them separate, so that when the first time they saw Pennywise, they were terrified of him, like in real life, because they kept the actors separate.
But yeah, so the whole thing, like, it was creepy. It was like it was drilling you up to it, and then a quick look, and then not bad. But it wasn't like a bam. It was like a. Like that
I'm glad I did that. Because I don't mind scary stuff, like, but it just make it sort of boring when it
Yeah,
just
I
do
still
it.
think
It's
one
just
of
one of the creepiest scenes was the what's the butcher boy?
Yeah.
Butcher Boy.
The
Mike.
Mike. He looked at the door and saw the hands coming through.
Yeah.
And I thought, he's just like hallucinating.
Yeah.
And then the door opened, and then I was like, it's just. And then when you see it come round, I was like, this is fucking good.
Wasn't he like hanging off someone, like nibbling on their freaking neck or something?
No, apparently there's supposed to be. You do see it a bit. Apparently there's a scene where Pennywise is like strung up and he's like moves side to side eating someone. But you see Georgie's coat, like the yellow coat. They were going to have that, but they didn't want to have it because they didn't want to bring it. They didn't want to have it sort of. They wanted to sort of not make it obvious, like.
Yeah.
It
was obvious that he was dead.
Everyone obviously knew it got him. She saw him, got him. But I'm saying, like, if Mike saw that, he might have said something, and then like they were going to have it in there, and they just cut out.
He was eating someone, but it wasn't.
Yeah, like,
it wasn't the yellow coat. You didn't see that. But
the yellow coat was
someone.
to the side. Like basically what they're going to do, they have him eating someone, swing the side to side, and all the kids he'd killed were a bit outside of him, and one of the kids were there. It was like you could see like a yellow jacket, like a yellow rain jacket. So they sort of, like I say, like. I guess Mike could see it and say, it was a rain jacket.
Jan the Northman said, they all float down here.
God, he keeps fucking quoting it all the entire fucking time. We'll just be playing Player Now. I'll be looting off on the M16. I just hear, Georgie.
Georgie.
Yeah, fucking
Pop,
everything.
Jack,
Yeah, when I first heard it, I was like thinking, how's he going to play this? Because like Tim Curry did quite well, but when he did, I thought, sounds like fucking Scooby-Doo.
I'm not gonna lie.
At the beginning, I was getting really pissed off. I was like, I hope he doesn't fucking do it. Then I sort of grew on me a bit.
I preferred it to Tim Curry's.
No, I think I don't know. It seemed like he got the actual.
It hasn't, but Tim Curry
was just fucking funny because it's like
Tim Curry played a better clown, and I think this guy played a bit of a better sort of scary monster.
He did the joking so well, but like this guy did it like proper.
He was
serious.
creepier for sure.
Yeah.
The new guy. but Tim Curry just had that because the comedy bits, like the bit where he had the
It's
arm
an
and he was
age
like
thing.
waving with
It's
the
a-
arm.
it's
Yeah,
an
but
age
fucking.
thing. It's an
I
age
thought when we
thing.
was in the
If you
cinema, we were us were laughing, but I don't think anyone
No
else
one else
was.
laughed.
And we was laughing because he had the hand, but the way he was smiling and like that, I thought we was also laughing. I'm thinking, and when we stopped, I was like, I don't think anyone was laughed at it. And we just like really sadistic fucks who just laughed at some kid's arm fucking ripped off.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think it's like an age thing. If you show me like Signs, I don't think Signs will scare me.
Watch it at like 1 o'clock
If
in the
I-
morning with
if-
the windows open, bro.
If I watch Gremlins now, it still scares me
I'm
because
telling
I
you.
remember being scared as a kid.
I'm telling you, we're watching Signs one weekend, all the windows
That's the thing with
open
Signs,
and
because
pitch black.
Signs is the same thing. It didn't have loads of jump scares because
Doesn't have
it
any
built-
jump scares.
Yeah, it builds up
Yeah.
that thing you feel like you can see, you
bro.
think it happening,
And
you
then-
start thinking
and
it.
then when you start hearing the wind, I'm getting chills.
That's
down
what
my
it's
spine now,
like.
bro.
It's like it's like psychological. That's why I think like shitty horror films they
Shit.
build up the shitty horror scare. That's why I like. Yeah, no, it's just that's why I find it better. And then some guy explained it better. Like, he said, yeah, it is. He likes. I said like, he didn't like a scary movie, but he likes his one because it's like a psychological thriller.
It had like it was like drilling you up, and then we just cut and go nowhere. So then so then you're like this, and then you're just like this, and then they do it again, and you're like, and then they
This is
cut
when
again.
they're introducing all the kids in it.
That's GFA on a fucking horse. He asked who's behind us. I don't know whether you're saying because it's scary, or that's fucking scary. Looks like he's fucking. Where the fuck is this? Here, he's fucking sitting on a goddamn horse. This is me looking swole as fuck, and this is GFA looking like a fucking bitch ass
horse rider.
bitch ass horse rider.
And yeah, the stone fight of the bullies was cool. It was one of those moments in the film where I feel like it was
paused.
Yeah, I feel like all the horror kind of oozed out of the film, and it took you back to that childhood laughing and fun because not fun, the
Fun when you
bullies, but
throw stones at people.
but that childhood sort of
No,
like
it's supposed to bring
antics, 'cause
the
music as
loser
well.
clubs together. It's supposed to be them bringing them up together.
But
sort of
also,
standing
I
up
think
to
it
them.
was the turning point for who was the wacky kid that ended up stabbing his father,
Oh fuck! I don't know his name.
Mullet boy.
the mullet man. I feel like that was a turning point for him because he just lost the fight against the loser club, and then I think it just flipped.
I
And
thought
then
they
the
sort
next
of
scene,
wasted him a bit when he attacked Mike. I thought that was cool. He attacked Mike, but then he just sort of pushed him down the way. And I thought he might be more attacking the actual loser club kind of thing.
I was kind of hoping he was going to see it.
He did see it. He saw it on the TV.
Yeah, and he also got the knife at the thing.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping that when he was down there attacking Mike, he would see it and that would push him down or something like that.
You know. Did you notice every time the TV is playing, it's referencing
Yeah, the sewer.
the sewers?
Yeah, he goes. Don't forget, your kids go down the
play
sewer.
in the
It's really
sewers.
fun down there. Yeah.
They all float down here. They all float down here. Blah, 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 blah.
It's like when
And that fucking scene was good when he's like, kill him,
Yeah.
kill him.
Yeah, I love that.
Okay, that's I think we just spoke about it.
There's loads more to talk about it, but yeah.
Yeah, before we do a fucking podcast number 2 where we spent 55 minutes talking about Game of Thrones, for fuck's sake. It wasn't even the finale. It was
I
the
wanna play
fucking. It
some
wasn't even the.
Bible.
No, it was the penultimate one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Kingsman 2.
I really enjoyed it. I have to say, I really thoroughly enjoyed Kingsman 2. I can't believe that it got. I can understand why the reviews weren't great in some ways, or it's sort of 50-50. I really enjoyed it.
When I first came out to cinema, I went to the pub afterwards, and I always look at reviews afterwards for films because you got to go in with a fresh eye. If I see that it's doing bad, if it's 50%, then you might like it, you hate it. But if it's like 10%, there's something wrong with it. Not everyone, there's if it's 50%, some people liked it, some people didn't. That's fine. But when it's a huge group of people, it's 12% liked it. That's when you're a bit like, nah.
Yeah.
But it was 50-50, and I was reading through the comments, and as I always say, I'm the kind of person that if I don't like something, I don't know why, and then when I read it, I'm like, that's why. Like I can't put my thoughts kind of into kind of words. I struggle to realise what I don't like. So, for example, Game of Thrones, I didn't like the season. I couldn't put my finger on what specifically, and then I read online that someone said, just the storytelling is completely fallen because they've shrunk the episodes down, and I was like, that's actually it. And Kingsman, for some reason, and I don't know why, it didn't capture the same as the first one, but it was still good.
Yeah, I think the thing with the first Kingsman movie, it was
Came
quite
out of nowhere.
Yeah, It was unique. It was out of nowhere. There was no build up. There was no hype about it. There was no mention of it really. It just came out and everyone sort of thought, this looks like a.
I didn't even want to see it.
No, I saw the trailer.
It was us. I turned to you and I said, "Oh, this looks like some shit." I was gonna be like, "Oh, I'm a fucking spy in it, mate. Let's go kill some fucking wastemen and shit."
In the trailer, I thought, "Oh, good. It's a James Bond movie with a chav as the protagonist, or whatever. You know, the main character." That's all I could think. I just thought, "Oh, it's a typical spy, or it's a spy movie like James Bond, but rather than posh, shaken, not stirred, it's chavvy and like really like boisterous." And I thought, oh, that's going to be awful. I really thought it was going to be awful, and I fucking loved it.
James Bond or Kingsman?
What?
What would you rate higher?
Oh well, what, as in the legacy of James Bond, or like the most recent one?
I'm talking about like
Kingsman.
Daniel Craig.
It's more fun and more interesting.
James Bond is a better legacy, but I always
find the James Bond film, they're a bit too long. They're just.
If I had to sit down and watch a film, I would choose Kingsman over Bond, just because it's a lot more fun, a lot more upbeat, a lot more friendlier to just relax and chill. It's like not a nothing movie, but you don't need to be so switched on to enjoy Kingsman. I feel like sometimes especially in the later Bond movies, like Spectre and whatever, which was pretty crap.
Or long talkings, and I hope they talk for fucking ages. It's like, I can't be asked to listen to it. I want to see some action. I see some people get shot.
Yeah, I want to see gadgets and stuff like Pierce Brosnan wasn't the most amazing Bond, but at least in his films he had some cool gadgets and stuff that he used, and it was like, oh, cool, an exploding watch and stuff. And then the new Bond, it's like, here's a gun, here's a car.
Yeah, it just isn't. I just don't find James Bond fun. What's it called? Spectre, the latest one.
Awful.
Spectre. Yeah, fucking disgraceful.
Like, I feel like they like with the Daniel Craig movies. There's 4 of them. I feel like it's hit or miss. It was like Casino Royale, really good. Quantum of Solace, really crap. Skyfall, amazing. Spectre, shocking. Like, I feel like it's hit or miss. I'm glad he's not doing anymore.
I would say no. He's on the next one. I would say I know. I hated. I physically felt ill of the fucking song.
It was
Writing on the Wall. Sam fucking, I hate him so much.
Who?
If you're watching this, go die, Sam.
Oh,
who's Sam? Who?
I've only heard what. I don't even know who he is. I've only heard. That's the only song of his I've heard.
I've heard one song,
and I can't even remember.
I've heard another song, but I can't remember what it is now.
Well, the thing that's annoying, it's not even memorable. Like I could sing
you.
It's
Christmas time. I remember hearing.
I could sing you half of Adele's Skyfall song, but and the Casino Royale one was quality, and even the Quantum of Solace one was pretty good.
Was it called Writing on the Wall?
I don't know what the new one was called. It was just not memorable. It wasn't catchy. It wasn't like. There was nothing to it. Like, you have Skyfall, Adele, Casino Royale was that Another Day to Die, or was that Quantum of Solace? Dun 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 dun. I
can barely remember the Skyfall one.
That's either a terrible rendition or
maybe that's Skyfall.
But yeah, so I don't know. I just what do you think of Kingsman?
Yeah, it was good. Yes, there was some bits like it seemed that they went through. They sort of rushed it a bit as well, sort of like had that feel where they're trying to jam a lot of things into it, kind of thing. No, I think the villain was a bit shit. Like at the end when that fucking ginger and Penny, was it Penny or Poppy? No, Poppy. Poppy was like, she's like this, and she goes, "Okay, I give you." She goes, "Don't they poison her or something?"
They give her like.
They give the poison, but it's accelerated. He goes, "Give us the code now, and we'll give you the cure." She gives them the passcode, but then she didn't get the cure. It's like, I know they're not supposed to, but like she must have known she's not going to get the cure. She overdosed. Yeah, but like
it wasn't poison, was it? It was like a truth-telling thing.
No, was it true? I thought it was a thing that she used.
Who overdosed?
No, Poppy. They injected her. They injected her with the poison, the stuff that she put in her drugs. They accelerated it, so she died quicker. She died like under a minute, but she gave them the password. I was like, if you're about to die, did you know you're about to die? Like, they accelerate it. Am I giving the password? You're gonna die anyway. I thought if I was a bad guy, I wouldn't give her the password and just die.
I think they said because she was on so much heroin, she was just enjoying herself, and she told them the password. But it didn't make any sense to me either, to be honest.
Oh, was it heroin?
Yeah, he said. He said.
Oh yeah, sorry. Oh no, yeah, no, you're right. It was her drugs.
It was
accelerated.
They accelerated the poison or something inside the drug.
But she overdosed before.
Yeah, but she overdosed.
She overdosed on the drug before the thing that she made.
Yeah.
I hate how they killed off. The 2 people that they killed off. The person at the very beginning, who was helping him at the dinner table.
Yeah, it pissed me off.
Pointless fucking death. Like, come on, like.
She's,
Yeah, well, it's a she. But, you know, pointless fucking death. There was great chemistry between them.
Yeah.
It was like that flirty, like,
banter.
you know, like best friend banter. And then the person at the end, you bring a fucking minesweeper, fucking detector thing.
Yeah.
You fucking step on them. Oh, come on, nah.
Yeah. And
Like-
and then having him sing the song, it was like, yeah, that was cool, but like, yeah, I don't know. The thing is, you wouldn't have had him. He had to go out in a like. I don't think he had to go out at all. He's such a good character, but if they're going to get rid of him and replace him with Halle Berry, it just seems like what they're doing.
No, she's an agent, isn't she?
She'll still be in the next film.
No, she'll be in this film, but she's not going to be the tech person. She's going to.
Channing fucking Tatum's barely in it as well.
Yeah.
I'm not glad they did, but
I really like Channing
I
Tatum.
do like him. I like him.
I feel Bryan Cranston in Godzilla. Like, he was in all the trailers, and you thought, oh, he's going to be a big part of it, and then it was like, and there he goes.
Yeah.
Again, it's kind of a spoiler. We kind of just spoiled it.
Yeah.
A
Well, you're welcome. No, it's good. I'm going to see it. Move on. We're actually fucking running really late, aren't we?
We're 51 minutes in.
Bloody hell.
Oh, I've wrapped this up then, boys.
He wants to go home and play. He wants to go home and watch the hour and 10 minutes of the 3-part. Are you afraid?
I want to wrap this up.
Oh yeah,
23,000.
yeah. There were some games coming out.
We have a new favourite. I'd give him a.
Oh bloody! Look at that bald spot.
I'd give him.
Do it again.
I'd give him a watch if you ever heard of
Do
it.
it again, Young.
I don't wanna.
Get it gone! Fucking McLeavey, remember Son McLeavey? And he was like, just shave it off, bro. For all audio listeners, you get the point.
Jesus.
We'll just kind of run through some games. There's only 2 games we're talking about. Red Dead tease next week. PC or no PC?
It will come out on PC, but I don't think it'll come out.
I hate the way. I just think there's a scumbag company for doing it. I think they're so stupid.
Yeah.
As I said about Matt, talked about it. Like, I hate now the fact that games have been too heavily business side. Like, it's not about the games anymore. It's all about the business. Like, they don't give a shit about the game. The game could, as long as it makes money, they don't give a shit if it could have fucking fuck all it.
What do you reckon? You excited for Red Dead?
I'm hella excited for it, but it's gonna go. It will go consoles first. Everyone will complain, and then in a couple of years' time, they'll re-release it on PC, and then everyone that bought it on, everyone that was too impatient that has a PC will then buy it on their console if they have a console, or they'll go out their way to buy a console if they love the game that much, like they did with GTA, and then they'll buy the same game again when it comes out on PC. So Rockstar will double their revenue from some people. So rather than let's say they made 100 million per platform, and it's a lot more than that in many cases. But let's say 100 million Xbox, 100 million PlayStation, 100 million PC. That's what if they released all of it at once.
Yeah.
What they'll do is 100 million each console, and then what they'll do is the people that have PC that want the game will go out their way to buy it on console. So let's say it's 120 million each console, and then on the PC, the people that bought it on the console that have PC will then rebuy it on
they'll do
PC.
something to GTA. They'll have it remastered. They'll say like, oh, added the first person now for GTA, and they'll sell it as a new game to the console people.
They fucking did that.
Which they probably would do. They got away with it because they've released it on the new console.
Because
Yeah.
Because they did it on the old
Next-
console and they
because
released it on the
next
new
gen,
console,
yeah.
which sort of made sense in a way. But I can imagine them doing something like that.
Absolutely, they're gonna absolutely cash.
Well, they'll just wait until
Go
another console's going to come out and then do the PC thing.
They will
please.
bleed that money dry.
Now the last one, because we don't really have game, do we? Game news. We had loads.
There's no
the
good
week.
games really
It's
out.
been a bit quiet.
It's been a bit
recently.
quiet on the whole game front.
I'm excited for Destiny 2, but yeah.
I didn't pick
It's
this
already
one
out
up.
though.
No, not for PC.
Yeah, you annoyed.
Yes, I'm very annoyed.
We got some kind of player-unknown news. It finally broke Dota's all-time players. Dota was
Jeez.
Dota was 1.29. PUBG has just broke 1.5 million concurrent players.
Bloody
That's a
hell.
fucking lot, isn't it?
That's ridiculous.
They're also suing Fortnite. We spoke about this in the car on the way
Yeah, it is
from
such
ours.
a blatant rip-off.
It is. But it's competition. If your game's better, you should have nothing.
That's a game mode.
You should have nothing. You should have nothing to worry about. If your game's better, if your game's pushing 1.5 million players at one time, put the money you'd put into the court case into the fucking game and make the game better.
The Fortnite game is a bit like the H1Z1 version, where it's like the guns are so inaccurate it's just shit. Like it just looks very
So
bad.
why are they worried? They should just laugh it off. Sue it, and you just I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe if you'd made something like that, you've been doing battleground sort of like if you made the mod for 2 games, then finally made his own one. Then some other game tries to make the same game mode. That's what you've done. You think you would get a bit pissed off. I guess I don't think he really thinks they're going to beat him. I don't think he's just angry.
Why is it
into the money.
exact copy?
Well, because it's like it's using the exact same game mode. They're doing the exact same thing where it comes in.
Yeah, but that's what
I know that's what everyone does. He doesn't own
same
it kind of
person,
thing,
but
but it's just literally all the stuff he does, like the exact same like stuff he has in his game. They just put in as a game
Or
mode.
maybe he's doing it because it's a small company making the game, and
It's not Unreal. I don't think it's a small company. It's people doing Unreal. I think. I know it's on the Unreal Engine, but I think it's the same people doing.
I don't know.
Their own Unreal Engine.
If a game's as good as this, you shouldn't care about the competition.
No,
you
but,
should better laugh it off.
let's say he nips it in the bud now and sues these people. No one's going to try and do it again. He will be the only person in the market selling that game.
Oh, Minecraft did it with theirs. There was not someone else making a Minecraft. When Minecraft was getting big, before there was another game like Minecraft from some
Minecraft.
Or something like that?
some Jukebox.
A game came out. A game came out before. Jukebox.
What is it? They said Jew blocks.
It's like-
what is it? Hitler's reign or something? You put your stack up in the cap.
Tell me where you hide.
No, it was called something
Where are
like
your
it was called
papers?
something like Jubberlocks or something.
Yeah,
like
I think that. But they I think they tried to sue Minecraft, and then because Minecraft copied the game or something. And
Minecraft ripped off another game. That game tried to sue Minecraft, but
Yeah.
Minecraft surpassed them, made
And
more
then
money, and
they-
paid them off.
Yeah, paid them off. Yeah.
I can't believe Minecraft took it by storm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I can't believe how much it did. It just fucking.
Don't underestimate how many.
It was
kids
like
can play.
we were there for it. It was our kind of, we were old enough to know it was taking the world by storm.
I remember George showing me
Yeah.
the game because I think this is when he just joined Shenfield and he met you guys, and he told me, he goes, "Oh, these new guys I've talked to at Shenfield playing this game." I was like, basically built us called Minecraft. I was like, that sounds like the gayest fucking name I've heard. Minecraft.
It is the gayest game. It was so fun.
And he sent me,
Yeah,
and I was
it was
like, and as I was looking, I was like, this looks fucking shit. And then he goes, like, I think the first thing I saw was a zombie in a minecart going around. And I was
Yeah.
like, what is this shit, Jordan? And I was playing it, and I thought, that's a game, it's not quite bad.
Oh,
And he came on mine, we tried to store it on my laptop, we were just playing it on mine for ages.
Do you remember when we were at band practice and we all at one time band camp, and we all downloaded it on our phone, the
that
pocket
was fun,
edition.
yeah.
We were playing on like LAN on our phone, and everyone was building their own little house like up in the mountains. We had mine carts taking
All the
transporting
way to
goods
band
across.
practice to play Minecraft.
Yeah,
Hey guys, yeah, you did
That-
amazing.
did like fucking fuck all practice, just play Minecraft.
What was the first PC game you played?
Who just said hello?
Do you remember? Not
Roblox.
Roblox. That was it. Roblox.
What's
Roblox. That's
Thank
the
you.
original
Not
one.
available. That's the one that.
Thank you
That
very
was
much,
like
not
really.
available.
Didn't they make like packaged games and shit?
Where'd my shit go? Yeah.
What's a Roblox?
They had like packaged, because I've seen Roblox in like supermarkets before
What's
8 years
Roblox?
ago.
I think that's
Roblox.
the
Is it
original
Lego?
game.
Is it Lego?
that Minecraft
Roblox is
ripped off.
the.
Is it Lego or something?
I'm looking it up for you. Roblox is like the old. Yeah, that.
Roblox. 1 month ago. Are they still going?
Yeah.
Damn.
But then.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen people play that. Yeah.
It looks like a rip off of Lego.
Well, it was.
You know, so they had that, and I don't know. I just don't know why they're bothering. You know, like you can't nip Battle Royale, and you know, in the butt. You can't get rid
No,
of
no,
it.
not the, I'm not saying
Look
that.
at
I'm
Lego on the
saying
screen.
Battle
It's
Royale
my
might be
laptop.
nipping it in the
Oh,
bud,
is
so no one else tries to do it. Is what I was saying.
This is quite interesting. I can't quite want to hear your takes. The developer said he wants to make a single player game
Who?
of PlayerUnknown.
Oh,
He wants to bring a single player mode. Sorry.
Well, what are you finding? There's bots in or something?
I want a 4-person co-op of like you have to survive, and you have to get to a certain like minute or point on you land, like say for example you fly out, you find a circle you have to get to, and there's like wildlife, there's that flash floods, you've got to get up to high points, you know, there's like forest fires.
Zombies.
Well, no, like wave of
They've got
zombies.
zombie skin in the game.
No,
They've got
but
zombie
like,
skin, yeah.
no, but like a wave of zombies, but not like a horde, like a wave, and then it's over. Then there's something else, and you've got to get to this point that you've got to get to. And there's earthquakes and.
I can't remember if I mentioned it last time, or not. But there was the talk of I think a good game mode would be, it's like a 6-player co-op, 8-player co-op, or 4 to 8 players co-op. The game's exactly the same, where you fly in, you jump out, you have to find loot, but there's objectives to complete, and on the ground you have, as you said, like zombies, wildlife, like things you have to survive against, and when you land, you still have to get loot, you still have to find guns. You could land in like a horde of zombies and be running through the town trying to find weapons. And the idea is that you've been deserted out this plane, the plane's been shot down or it's failed, you're crashing on this island, and you have to try and get a signal out to be saved. So like you have to run around. They might have to get like a new map with like an airfield or something. You have to run around, like activate a beacon, go and get this, go and get that to fix the radio tower, then send a signal out, then make your way to the airfield to be picked up by the plane that's coming to save you. That kind of thing. So it's like a linear campaign, but survival aspects of you have to find loot, and the longer you survive, the better stuff you get, and you get points, and you can upgrade weapons or fortify buildings or something. I think that'd be a cool little single player.
Yeah, he did say that when he made the game, he said he wants to do more game modes, and he wants to have more game modes, not just have battle royale. He wants to have like different ones. That's what he's called Player Nine. He wants to have loads of different like game modes. Like he wants to do a 50 versus 50 deathmatch game.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. You all start on either side of the map.
It's like a massive like Battlefield.
Either north or west or like south and east, and you have to. Yeah, and like the circle,
still have to loot.
The circle comes in.
You probably get like a layout.
No, it should be instead of a circle coming in, it should just be
like
a square. Like it just overtakes the entire map and pushes you into one long line.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, no, because it would actually have to come in like
it could still be a circle, but it just can't. It's like a circle around the entire map, and it always finishes in the middle, and it just compresses.
Yeah, like a red versus blue sort of thing. Yeah, I think that'd be cool.
Yeah.
The only thing is to do that, you'd have to balance the terrain so that the east team and the west team.
No, it'd just be random gen.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
Really,
unfortunately, that's just how it is. It's, you know.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's our game segment. There's not really much on there. Can you think of anything to talk about game wise? What's going to be the plays this week? Do you reckon? If I'm not here, is it going to be Elite Dangerous or?
It will either be Elite Dangerous
or Siege.
Carr really wants to play Siege.
Still got a new update. Looks sick. I like it.
The new update is good.
I've never played Siege.
Good game.
Siege is really good. It's a very competitive game. It's like I think you'd like it. It's like
What's it like?
First person shooter, but you can tell it's like you pick a class. It's like Counter-Strike.
It's like Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, but more sort of. There's more abilities to use and kind of thing.
Yeah, there's much. It's like Dota, where you have to pick a hero depending on their abilities to be able to do certain things in the game. So depending on the map, the circumstances, you have to pick a group of 5 people that work together, and there's quite a few to pick from. So it's quite similar to Dota in that way.
Fair enough. All right. Okay. Some questions. Right. Sorry, I'm yawning. God damn. Cover me. Cool. So.
Just spat over my arm.
You're welcome. Someone doesn't have to shower today. How would you feel about a law that requires anyone under the age of 25 to pass a specialised test in order to have children?
Okay, so what do you mean in order to have, as in, so right, let's say an 18-year-old hasn't passed the test but they're pregnant. What happens?
Gets put down. The kid. I'm joking.
Do they forced to have an abortion?
Or get taken away from...
So they have the baby and the baby's taken away?
Getting near some Nazi shit there.
So let me ask you this, if they get pregnant, can they then take the test after they're pregnant? Like, so they're pregnant, oh shit, I'm pregnant, I haven't passed the test, I need to see if I'm fit to be a parent, let me go and take the test.
But if you're not fit to be a parent, then you shouldn't
I think I'm pretty sure you finished failed test number 1.
Is anyone really fit to be a parent though?
I don't think you can.
No, on a better level.
Oh yeah, of course, like if you're a 16-year-old and like...
You're getting around.
Yeah, and then you're all of a sudden you're having a kid, you don't have a job, you're still in school, then it's not an ideal place to situation.
It's really comes to the point where like the reason we have private aid, because I know it can be a bit fucking thingy, but it's because people they can have loads of kids, and then the government sort of supports them.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit. That's why. But normally, realistically, like it just they'll probably die out, but they can't because we support them.
Natural selection.
Yeah, natural selection should take its place, but because we're supporting them, we have to finish the job. And we'll get the guns because the newest 4 of us will kill them.
If every celebrity had a name like Bill Nye the Science Guy, what would they be called?
Okay.
Did you see that video that went viral of the girls twerking in the elevator, and then the elevator doors open, they don't know, but it opens and they're like, oh shit, and then Bill Nye walks in. Bro, he walks straight into the elevator and all these girls are like twerking, all dressed up to go out, they're all just like, Bill!
No way.
Yeah,
That's gotta be
I'll
fit.
show you afterwards. No.
Bill Nye's a fucking idiot anyway now.
Why?
He believes there's more than two genders.
Great.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not exactly intelligent then, is he?
But yeah, so if every celebrity had Bill Nye the Science Guy,
So
you'd have who's the fucking small midget dude that was in the funny one? Kevin Hart.
yeah.
Kevin Hart. Well, it's something to do with him cheating. Kevin Hart
Did he cheat on his girlfriend, his wife?
on his wife. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. About
Shit.
3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was this recent?
Yeah.
Shit, I didn't know
It's
that.
all in the news. It's so funny. It's like there's just so obviously because he's a fucking midget as well. He's just got he's got the wrong ends of both spectrum because he's just getting like barreled from both sides.
Shit.
That's not actually a good question. I can't think of anything for it.
True.
But like the science guy. What would yours be?
What? Me, as
Yeah.
in George Arrowsmith. My name's too long. It doesn't really work.
GFA.
That was going to go anywhere.
No,
Yeah,
no.
Well, we'll move on. We'll move
How long
on.
have we got left anyway?
What's 3 more?
Fucking hell.
What's you won't be on it next time if you carry on.
Yes, this is your last.
Ah.
This is the last one.
What's
You're
classy if you're
I think it's going. It'll be the only one we do.
what's
Forever. That's right. Okay.
It's the last one. You're physically here because you go back to uni next week. You won't be here next Monday, will you?
Good.
what's classy if you're physically attractive but trashy if you're not? Give him flowers. If you see fucking
Me.
Matthew McConaughey. You. No, Matthew McConaughey go up to a girl and give that girl flowers.
Right.
You know, what's she gonna be like?
Right.
This guy. Oh, this is hot.
You know, he's giving me this hot dude's
Oh,
giving me
it's
flowers.
about a random
But if you
person.
see like, you know, fucking, I don't know.
It's because he's famous. Like that's like saying if there's just an attractive person.
Say if
walks
I
up
walked up
to
to him and gave flowers, but oh, wow, it's pretty cool.
Should run the other way.
if there's an attractive person,
Where's Matthew McConaughey?
if there's an attractive person walks up to a girl and gives her flowers, just because he's attractive doesn't necessarily mean it's classy or cool.
Yeah, I kind of missed out on the classy point.
Yeah.
Classy. What is classy anyway?
Classy.
I know it's like a aura. It's like you are classy if you know.
Classy. It means you're like sophisticated.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like an aura. You're classy.
Means
You're,
it means you're just.
you're upper class.
No,
You're
it's
upper,
not. It's
upper,
not.
You're upper classy. It's the same words, guys.
What's the
Blow
next
my
one?
mind.
George Carr's just like.
What's the most
Move
ridiculous
on.
thing you've had to
What's the
explain?
most ridiculous thing you've had to explain to a grown man or woman that she's not a dickhead? That she's not a dickhead, and we didn't call her that through the McDonald's drive.
No, that was funny.
What was the question? What is the most ridiculous thing you've had to explain to a grown person? Christ, working in an office, I've got billions of them, and I'm not talking about like computer issues. Like, my second job, when I worked in London, there was this woman, and right.
Mine's so gone, you can't even explain.
I just couldn't understand. Like, so it was massive news. Do you remember the Japanese earthquake that happened in 2012, 2013?
No, carry on.
That one the girl predicted it on Christmas Boxing Day, wasn't it?
No, she had the Boxing Day one, the really bad one that had the tsunami. That was in Thailand. But there was one in Japan. I can't remember the date.
Oh, that's when they fucking hit the nuclear reactor, wasn't it?
Yeah, the one that made the
Yeah.
nuclear reactor. It was all over the news because who could not hear about it? It was one of the biggest. It was the biggest one like registered in Japan like the last however many years. It destroyed like coastal cities. It was the most expensive damage ever done to a country via tsunami, natural disaster, or earthquake. It was the most expensive disaster in for what I remember from what I remember reading about in history, and I remember talking about it at work, and this woman went, "There was an earthquake in Japan." And I was like, "Yes. How do you not know
Should
about
drop the
this?"
nuclear bomb there as well.
Yeah, I'm surprised she was like, "There was a war." Like, do you know? It's like
When does World War One start?
I can understand if people don't know things about history and stuff, but this was like in her lifetime, a couple of years, because this happened. This was back in 2014 when she said it, so it was very recent. It was all over the news. There was no way, because everyone was talking about it in the office. There was no way you could avoid that. and she was just oblivious to life pretty much. And I felt so annoyed and so sort of hard done by having to explain that happened.
Hard done by.
Bear in mind, this woman was 45, 46. She wasn't like a young sort of like 20-year-old, 18, 19-year-old.
She get away with a young 20-year-old, can't she?
Well, no, but when you're that young, you don't tend to watch the news, do you?
Shallow fucker.
A lot of people don't tend to watch the news when they're young because they bury their heads and get on with their own lives. But a lot of people that age, when you get to a certain age, you start a bit more sophisticated. You start sort of looking at the news.
Maybe she cares about her own life, not other people, so she spends the time herself.
She just ignored everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing when I'm 40. Fucking not looking at the news.
When you're 14?
40.
Maybe a little bit later.
Oh, maybe a bit before. 21.
Last question. What needs to fuck off and die?
You too.
Cancer.
This podcast. Yeah, cancer. Good. Yeah,
cancer.
good one.
Yeah, shit in it.
Women's rights, another one.
Oh, fucking hell. And on that note, done.
Yeah, sorry, Boyle.
No, I'm joking.
Boyle. SJWs.
Yeah.
I think I don't want to say political correctness because I think there's a place for political correctness, and I think to an extent, 100% people should follow certain things of political correctness. But I think it's gone mad now. I think it's got too far, and the fact that being an offensive.
I think in the workplace you shouldn't be like. It's not because it's always black and white. But when it's life's not like that kind of thing. But it's like I think in comedy you can't have political correctness because it just ruins comedy.
Yeah, but it's not even that. I think the whole thing about people being offended. I think the best way that I've heard it sort of described is being offended is subjective. If something that offends you doesn't offend me,
that's the point. Yeah,
and vice versa. So you can't say, but you can't say this because it's it's offensive. Well, it's an offensive to subject. Whatever happened to sticks and stones may break my bones and all that stuff. Like, I'm not being funny, but someone saying something to you shouldn't physically make you, or you should not be able to press charges if someone says you're an ugly piece of shit. I mean, I get that every day. I get it every day. So I hate that. I hate how ridiculous political correctness has got.
What about religion?
I don't like religion.
Well, the kids themselves, it doesn't bother me.
Religion's an excuse?
No. I think
religion's a coping mechanism for people not dealing with the afterlife. It's easy to say there's nothing there, but that really freaks people out. So it's easier to say there's something after, and it also helps people in a way. Sort of like some people have religion, even though they sort of don't. But they know that in some part they probably don't actually believe in the God. But it's a good way to sort of. It's probably like it's a way. I don't know. It's
you hit the nail on the head when you said it's a coping mechanism. That's exactly what it is. It's for hatching, matching, dispatching. When you're born, when you're married, when you die. They're the 3 times that everyone would turn to religion, because when we get married, that is a religious ceremony. When you're born, baptism, not everyone gets it, but you go through that stage. Your parents are like, oh, please God, make sure my baby's okay. And when you're dying, you're scared and you're like, oh, please God, like even if you don't believe in God and you've been atheist your whole life, most people return to religion the last couple of days, like, please just let there be something after this, because it's scary death. But you're absolutely right, it's a coping mechanism. I just don't like it because it causes so many arguments, so many conflicts for something so stupid.
I'm so innovative, said hello. Hey dude, you've come in at the wrong moment. We're literally just about to wrap up. We've been streaming for about an hour. How long have you streamed for now?
Hour and 15.
Hour and 50 minutes. I've got some. An hour and 50 minutes.
Which isn't a long stream in the grand scheme of streaming, but as a podcast, it's about right for what we're doing.
I mean, if you listen to us talk for that long, it'd be,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like half... Yeah, I know you know that word.
Half paganistic and spiritual. I can't remember what paganistic is.
If there's one thing, dude, that you think has to fuck off, what would it be?
Yeah.
Well, you answer that question. I want to hear what you say. All right. This does bring us to the end of the podcast.
You can't answer the question.
Well, no, I'm going to wait while we're wrapping up. I want him to answer the question so I can say what it is.
I think agnostic people should fuck off. Pick a decide.
Pretty much 8% of Americans am I going to say Trump.
The question is, if there's one thing in the world that can just fuck off and not so much die, but just like, if you could just get rid of it like that, and it just needs to fuck off, like cancer, for example, a horrible piece of shit thing that we have to all live with, or, part of people's lives that just destroys lives.
You can say like Angelina Jolie if you want to.
Yeah, you can literally be like, oh, Kim Kardashian, she should fuck off. But if there's one thing that you think just fuck off and just not be part of life, what would it be? I'm sorry if you're like 12 and we've said fuck off like 15 times and your mum's like, who are you watching on there? Language and stuff.
So we will be wrapping up the podcast. Carr is going back to uni this Saturday for his final year. Stop rubbing my fucking leg.
No, you're standing on my mic. You're pulling my down
sorry,
like
bro.
this.
Yeah, or chestnut. Stop pulling my mic, bro.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm glad I go back to uni now. So he won't be here next Monday. However, we will get him in the Discord if he wants to.
Yeah, if I'm there.
He might be busy.
Yeah, doing work.
We'll put you in the credits.
Yeah.
George Carr, starring George Carr. I'm 17, and I think people who are afraid of politics.
Did you know?
That's. I'm not afraid of politics. I just don't.
Did you know?
I don't have
do you know the word idiot comes from people? They used to use that word in Roman to describe people who didn't care or didn't have any knowledge of politics.
I'm a fucking idiot.
I like that because I think you're right. I think people that bury their head in the sand and they don't like should fuck off. I think people that like don't get involved in not so much in politics. So I don't think everyone wants to have an opinion. I think that's the crux of it. Not everyone wants to get involved.
I think people are too scared. Like, people like Trump is a bit like some people don't like Trump. I don't like Trump as a person, but I like some of his ideas. But I think it's fucked up that people, if you decide to choose Trump, they just like the way Hollywood put it, like they always make fun of Trump, but when you make fun of Hillary, it's weird. Like, you shouldn't be afraid to say, like, there's like stories of people, Trump supporters in America, like kids getting beaten up just because they support Trump. It's like, yeah, like, I know if you think that, it's just stupid, they should be able to say what they want. If they're wrong, they're wrong, kind of thing. It's what you think. It's all subjective.
Yeah, but the whole thing with us, like leaving the EU, when that was a very bad time to be on social networks.
Yeah.
If you voted in
that one day when the results came, everyone sort of suddenly cared about it. The next day,
and I had people tweeting saying like, if you voted out, delete me off Twitter. Who gives a fuck? Say, I'm never going to vote for stuff like that because I don't want to open up a can of worms during doing jury duty.
Well, damn, I ain't got to do jury duty.
Yeah, it's one of the things I don't care enough to study it, and I won't be up to date, but I know roughly what's going on. I know roughly what's going on. And,
you know what's going on in the world
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like
but dude, you have to come back for our next podcast because we don't really have a lot of live viewers. We had Penny what was it? Pennywise the clown earlier pop up, but it's nice to have some kind of conversation going. So this does conclude the podcast. As always, we do stream on Twitch. If you're listening on iTunes or SoundCloud, we do stream on Twitch. So come through and talk to us about some things we say, join in the conversation. And on Twitch, you can catch us on SoundCloud and iTunes if you want to listen to it on your way to boring work.
Yep, we stream Monday nights on Twitch for the podcast.
It's so damn hot.
Thanks for following it.
Milk was a bad choice.
It cuts Carr out as fuck.
We stream Monday nights. We play games on Wednesday nights on Twitch. And go and check out our YouTube channel. We're going to be uploading a video there very shortly in the next sort of 48 hours that I promise that you'll like. So please go and check that out.
So kind of as we're advertising, just because we haven't done anything for a couple of weeks anyway, we are putting up a music video tonight for a song that's been out for a few weeks, and we do other videos, some humorous videos, some not humorous videos, some comedies, etc. So we've got some of those going up as well. But as GFA said, every Monday, you answered his question. Every Monday, Wednesday, up above us, we do podcast and we stream as well. It will be roughly the same time.
Games.
What's that?
So we stream games, do podcast.
Wednesday night we stream games. Monday night is podcast.
Yeah,
round about the same
stream
time.
Podcast, don't we?
Yeah, no, but you said we podcast and we stream. I was like, we stream games as well.
Yeah. It's not just us talking for fucking hours. But it's us. Like, for example, this Wednesday we'll be playing either Elite Dangerous or Siege, or if I'm here, probably like PlayerUnknown or some shit like that. Or we'll try Amnesia. No, I'm fucking editing that fucking video. But you can catch with that stuff prior. So thanks, guys. Obviously, Carr will not be here next Monday. He will be either you'll hear his voice But
he won't be here in person, but he'll be here in spirit.
He'll be here in spirit.
I'm down in spirits.
Yeah,
Fucking fresher.
We're going to be like, Carr, are you there? Yeah, one second, I'm just trying to kill this guy. For fuck's sake. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening as well. Hope you enjoyed it. As we said, follow us, find us on YouTube and watch all of our videos as well. GFA's already up and going. So bye.
Again, as always, thank you very much for being here with us.
Done.